sorry, he was not there at this point. So the bed was actually returned. The leasing company had come to the address, his mother's, and picked it up. And I have a receipt stating, and then the return date that they picked it up was 11/4/2019. He was off working, so he doesn't know.
Well, what was he doing working? I thought he was disabled.
Well, see, he's one of those.
What was he doing working? He was off working. What was he doing? Don't speak. What were you doing working?
I was helping a friend.
Do what?
At his boat place.
Who was watching your children?
My mom.
You help him often?
Not too much.
Sit down. So you returned the bed to the leasing company. And how much was the shortfall on the bed? Anything that you had to pay?
Yes, a total of $732.
$732 is what you had to pay to the leasing company.
I have not paid it, no. But $731.
So you didn't pay it?
No, I did not. Because Miss Pogan, it was her bed. I leased from her, she wouldn't return it back. Why am I gonna make payments? I begged her, and I have messages, begged her to rethink her decision on taking the bed from me and assuming the $2,000 bill that came with it. She told me that it's her bed, she wants it, and that she's outsmarting me.
May I see it, please? Well, Miss Wagamon, it seems to me you had a bargain.
Yes.
I'm speaking. You had a bargain for 3 months, $1,500 worth. You saved $1,500 in rent in the time that you and your 3 children and your husband were living with your sister. You didn't pay rent on any place. Before that, you were paying rent. That's what you told me.
On that page,
So why are you quibbling over $700 when she gave you a place to stay? You had no place to stay. You weren't paying any rent. You had the bed back. You could have kept it if you wanted to. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. I'm going to read these in a second.
Okay, so the thing is...
you did save $1,500 in rent.
Yes, I have saved money because my family is basically homeless. Yes, Miss Pogan opened her doors,
No,
but
that's
Miss
not
Pogan did it
That's your sister.
for the bed.
Listen
I
to
get
me.
that's my sister,
Just
but this is not our first downfall.
Just a second. Your homelessness is not her problem.
I get that, and that's why
No,
we were grateful
your
that she opened her home to
Your
us.
homelessness is not her problem.
So she wants this bed. I get it for her. It is her bed. She had agreed to make payments on time every time. If you are not going to make a single payment, why am I going to let you keep the merchandise when the company wants it back because you haven't paid
You're
nothing?
absolutely right.
Technically, I've made payments on the bed. I gave her $200 cash, which we have. I made that payment for an overdraft because I was late on getting my FAFSA money from school because I'm a full-time student. So I missed the first payment.
Well, let me tell you
But
something.
I did pay it.
Let me tell you something. You're not supposed to buy a $2,000 bed if you're relying on Bird and myself to pay for it with what you're getting from the government to pay your tuition at school. You could buy a mattress for $3.99. And
correct. She had a bed.
I'm not asking you anything. One more outburst, and I'm going to kiss you goodbye. As far as I'm concerned, this is a ridiculous lawsuit. You saved $1,500. You and your family of 5 saved $1,500 at least because you lived with your sister.
She did use my card information to make payments on that bed, Your Honor, after she took me off the account, so I couldn't tell or call to even get information.
I'm reading something. Oh, she wanted you to put it in her name. That's what these discussions were
Yeah,
about.
I wanted her to put it in my name, yes. So
In
that
your
way,
name?
because she told me she was outsmarting me in a text message, so it scared me into not being able to trust if she was really going to make me pay the bed off and then take it still. So I told her if she put it in my name or signed a paper stating if I make my payments, I had the money to pay the bed off. I told her she knew that. And she decided, I don't legally have to do that. I'm not going to do it. And I told her, well, I don't want to make payments on this bed and you to come take it.
Well, you say to her in this text, I'll be over to pick up both my beds and then Heather and Ed, and it's my blank bed. It's in my name, thank you. I'll be there with the police tomorrow and the paperwork. You have been removed from my account since 3 o'clock today.
After she took me off the phone, she used my card.
I don't care. Don't use my tuition money that you're getting to buy a $2,000 bed. Well, why didn't you let her pay the bed off?
I wanted her to pay the bed off, Your Honor. If she would have done that, it would have been hers. I can't go get it. You're not letting me come and get it anyway, so why would I just come and get it? You pay it off. I'm not going to come and get it. She said she was outsmarting me, and that's why I finally gave her the bed back, because she had stole from my account. I had to file because fraud. I threatened to sue you. I have evidence proving that I did not impersonate Miss Pogan.
I'm done with the 2 sisters. Let them fight it outside.
Okay.
Good. You got the bed back? That's what you said you wanted. The case is dismissed.